Do I look like I belong in one of these? Well, that's good because I do, because yesterday I graduated. Hey, what is up you guys? It is Annelies and I graduated college. This is my living room that we're in. I came home the night before my graduation and this was all set up, and there's that sign back there and it says congrats grad, and there's these little hangy things, and there's one here, and there's balloons, and I love balloons, and my mom did this all for me and it was so absolutely wonderful and I love her. But yes, this is all here because I graduated college. So I graduated college from American River College in California. I graduated last night. So last night was Wednesday, May 16th, 2018, and I graduated from ARC. And I am completely done with that school now. And now I am moving on to my next adventure, which I haven't even like talked about in any videos, I don't think. I think I put it on like Instagram stories. But, so let's first off start with ARC. So ARC is a junior college or a community college. People call it both. I call it both, but I also just call it a college because that's what it is. I think that the term junior college or community college gets a bad rap, as if you're not getting as good of an education if you're going to like a 4-year university, and that like your schooling is just like little baby schooling. But it's the same classes that you have to take to get your bachelor's anyway, but they're just at a cheaper price. Maybe smaller facilities, but you're getting the job done. So I don't like to say junior college or community college. I just call my school by what it is, and it is a college. And I've been going there for 5 years, so it's been a long time. So first off, I'm gonna say on the top of this video, if you are somebody who's in college right now or going into college and you're really stressed out about that idea of be out in 2 years of a junior college and be out in 4 years in a university, first off, that's not always true for everyone. It depends on what your own path is. Secondly, that's not true really anymore. Even people who start at a 4-year university are on track and everything like that don't always graduate in 4 years because life happens, other things happen, but the requirements change and sometimes classes are impacted. So I was at my school for 5 years. Yes, is it a 2-year school? In theory, that's what their thought process is that you can get in and out in 2 years to get your 1 degree.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I went a little bit of a different route. I didn't start my journey at the school I'm at. I got accepted to the local university, Sacramento State University. Long story short, got the early acceptance in high school, started signing up for classes. They lost my financial aid. They dropped me from all my classes, told me to pay the tuition price up front like the next day, and were like, hey, if we find your financial aid, we may be able to give you your money back. First off, I didn't have that money anyway, because that's the reason why I get financial aid. But second off, what? My high school made us all apply as seniors to the local community colleges. So there's 2 community college districts and they made us apply to both, and ARC was one of those schools, and my financial aid had already been processed and accepted, and I had already been accepted to that school. So after all this stuff happened with the university, I just started going to ARC, and because of the fact that I signed up for classes so late and I started so late in the game, I didn't start school year late, but I enrolled late, I was put on the bottom of the list for enrolling in classes. So what that means is registration, I didn't get to pick my classes until the very, very end. Therefore, a lot of classes were either waitlisted or full. So that got me off to a bad start, and other things, other factors led me to being at ARC as long as I was. But I'm not upset about it because those are the cards that I was dealt, and I made the best of them. And the way that I made the best of them was by graduating with ARC, not with 1 associate's degree, not with 2, not with 3, but with 4. 4, count them, 4 associate's degrees. I got hotter by 4 degrees. I hate myself as much as you do for that one. Yeah, so I graduated ARC with 4 associate's degrees and 4 certificates. Junior colleges or community colleges, most, I can't say all or even most honestly because I'm not entirely certain, but I'm gonna say, at least in my situation, a community college or a junior college awards associate's degrees, and then 4-year universities award bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, doctorates I'm assuming, BFAs, whatever, all that type of stuff. The way that I saw it is I tried to make making the best of my situation. I was at ARC for a long time for many circumstances that, like, you know, the first school I got accepted to, losing my money and dropping me from all my classes and then not telling me. So that was the first one. And then getting put on the bottom of the registration list, so I had no priority registration. And then, you know, some things like I wasn't working a full-time job, but I was working full-time hours. I was doing musicals and shows, doing classes. So a lot of things happened. The way that I saw it is that if I'm gonna be stuck at ARC for as long as I have to be just because of circumstances and things, I may as well get the most out of it. So what I did is I did some digging and I did some research to find out where I can get the most bang for my buck. Pass, go, collect $200. So I was looking through the catalogs of my school for the degrees and the classes that you need, and let me just tell you about what degrees I got first. So first, I got my associate's degree for transfer in theater arts, which just means that I am guaranteed to transfer to any of the UC schools. Like, all my classes are guaranteed to transfer over. I'm not gonna have any issues. The second degree that I got was my associate's degree in theater with a focus in acting, and then my third one is my associate's in technical theater, and then my fourth one is my foreign language studies degree for sign language. And then I got 4 certificates. My associate's transfer certificate, it's like weird how they word it, but I got that, and then my acting certificate, my technical theater certificate, and my children's theater certificate. So all the things. For instance, like the sign language one, I didn't know that I could get my sign language degree by just doing things that I was already gonna do. So like, I knew I had to stay at ARC one more year. Now, I'm gonna jump a little bit all over the place. If you follow me on social media or anything like that, you would know that I graduated last year. The reasoning behind all that is I thought I was done. I thought I was done with ARC, you know, done where I'm done now. Like, I'm done, don't have to go back, I'm done, 100% done, got everything I wanted, I'm good. Pretty much, there was a lack of informing me, even though I went to go see 6 different counselors preparing for my graduation, that I was missing 3 general education classes for my associate's degree versus getting a transfer degree. I go in and apply for my degrees, you have to fill out paperwork, and the lady only has me fill out 1 paper, and I'm just like, hey, I thought I was getting 3 degrees, I thought I was getting the transfer one, but then also the acting and technical theater, which is the ones I actually wanted. The transfer one, I was like, oh, I just have the requirements for it, so like, why not get it, you know? It doesn't cost anything to get it. I already paid for the classes. And she was like, oh no, you don't have the classes for that. You need like 3 or 4 more GE classes. You have the wrong forms. And I was just kind of like, what do you mean I'm not graduating with the things that I was told I was graduating with? And she was just like, yeah, no, you need 4 more GE classes or 3 more GE classes. And I kind of said, well, hey, you know, just by coincidence, you were one of the last people that I worked with. Why did you not tell me this during the semester? So I didn't think that that was, you know, and she just had nothing to say. And it was really great and super stressful last year. Yeah, and so I said, well, you know what? Screw this. I'm pissed and I'm gonna walk anyway. Even though I'm not done, I'm gonna walk anyway. I'm gonna get my degree, even though I have more classes to take to get this other stupid degree that I didn't know I needed to take, whatever. So I walked last year. This story is going somewhere, I promise. It has a beneficial ending for you. I walked last year, it was great. And that's actually when I made my grad cap. Yay, okay. So this is my grad cap, and if you could tell, I'm looking in the viewfinder to show you like there it is. Oh yeah. So I don't know if you recognize this at all, but this is inspired. I designed this myself, came up with this idea on my own after the Epcot ball. Ooh, and it just looks so cool in it, and it's like so sparkly, and I love it. Graduated last year, made that, got my cap, did the whole thing. It was great, fun time for all. But everything else around it was stressful. So my degree, you know, processes, and now I have a degree in theater arts for transfer. How exciting. So then I enroll in classes for the next semester, and I have to take these stupid GE classes, like a PE class and a history class, and I think an additional math class and like a life skills class. It was very weird stuff. And so I go to the financial aid office counselors thingy, it's like weird, and I'm like, hey, you know, just want to make sure I can get my financial aid because I don't want to take these classes and I have to buy really expensive books. And the lady was like, let me look at your stuff. So she like pulls up a computer and she's like doing the thing, and she goes, hey, you have a degree already. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I'm trying to get these other degrees, and I was told I needed these 4 more classes. And she goes, well, and this might, you know, and this is how it is at my school. But she was like, hey, since you have an associate's degree, that's recognized as a degree, even if it's the degree for transfer, it's still a degree, and that voids you needing any other GE classes. So it fills all the requirements. So actually you can drop those 4 classes and process your acting degree right now. And I was like, hold on, pause. what are you talking about? And yeah, turns out that's the case. And so I was able to drop those 4 classes that day, process my acting degree. I only took 2 classes last semester, I took 2 classes this semester. Turns out I needed an additional class for my technical theater degree, so I took that last semester, but still got that all done. And then it was a chill semester. I had ASL 2 and directing last semester, and then this semester I took ASL 3 and classical styles of acting, and and then I did some shows and some technical theater shows and whatever, and like bada bing bada boom, got all the requirements for my degree and had a really chill last year. So this last year wasn't really like a big full load year. If I like evened out all my units, it's not like I took like a ton of units or wasted a ton of time. This past year I've been able to do a lot of things. I wasn't ready to move yet, to go over to wherever I want to, you know, transfer to or move to, or, you know, I wasn't ready to go yet. So I was like, okay, well, I may as well make the most of my time that I had to stay at AR. And then where I'm going with the foreign language degree, I found out through a friend, and then I like kind of did my own research. And at my school, all that it required for the foreign language degree was to have 3 levels taken at your school of that foreign language, and then just like the basic English requirements. And I was like, well, I don't have the English requirements. I wanted to go up to ASL 3 anyway. Why don't I get a freaking degree for it? And so got that too. That's right, that's right. And then in the meantime, I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be getting all these things, let me look at the certificate programs. So I'm like looking at everything, checking off. I have like Notability is my favorite app. It's on my iPad. I was using my Apple Pencil and just like highlighting all the classes, and like it just looked so crazy. And I remember just going into the lady and I was like, oh no, it was a guy. Oh my God, he was so wonderful. Loved that counselor. I know he's an avid fan of my channel, so thank you for watching. You were great. Such a dumb joke. But I like had all my stuff highlighted and I was like, these are the classes I took, da-da-da. And he just kind of went, oh my God, you are so prepared. And I was like, listen, buddy, I've been screwed over so bad already. I needed to do my own research and have everything set for me, because I don't trust you guys. No offense, I don't trust you guys anymore because you screwed me over like 3 times already my time here. So if I can give you any advice, if you are going into college or a college student currently, check with multiple people, because I think all the issues that I've had so far had to do with the fact that one person said something and I took it as true. And these people are human. I'm not saying these people are out to get me, you know, but these people are human, all the counselors and stuff like that, and the administrators, and things get updated. Maybe they don't get properly informed, maybe they forget, maybe they just don't know, and like it's a very frustrating experience. But I would say, just as a word to the wise, check with different counselors and ask that somebody double check something. So when I got told that like, hey, you can drop all these classes, I was like, I need you to, like, not that I don't trust you, lady, like you're a professional and you knew this, but like I literally just got screwed over by somebody else telling me that so and so said that this is cool, so like can you go double check? And she was more than willing to be like, yeah, I know, I want to be certain too. She went and checked with somebody, it turns out she was right, and then I was like, hallelujah, and I dropped those classes and it was so nice. So yeah, so I'm done with schools, and I also applied to a whole bunch of colleges for transfer, and the main schools I was looking at were the UCs. I applied to the CSUs, but I didn't have, I think I needed one more class, and so I was gonna be able, it was something that if I got conditionally accepted, I would have done it over the summer if I didn't get accepted to any of the UCs. But the UCs are what I wanted to actually go to. So I applied to UCLA, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, Riverside, and Irvine. 5 schools. And I am very proud to say that I got into 4 of the 5 schools. I didn't get into UCLA, but listen, that wasn't really like, it was one of those things that I applied to that school, and it was more like kind of like a pipe dream. Like, if I get in, I'm gonna be dumb not to take it. Like, if I applied to Harvard and I didn't, and I got accepted, I'd be dumb not to go to Harvard, because people, like, you know, it's such a prestigious school. But that wasn't like my dream school. My dream school was UC Irvine, and I got into UC Irvine. And as of a couple of days ago, I submitted my intent to register, which pretty much is like you're accepting your acceptance kind of thing. I wish I would have been like, had like a video camera going when I saw the email and I told my mom, because I just remember going through my computer and I see an email and it's like from UC Irvine while I'm waiting for my, you know, things, and I'm like checking the website literally every day, every couple hours, and I get this email that says, hey, information has been posted on your website. I'm like, oh God. So I log in and I didn't see the big words right in the middle that said congratulations. I was like looking in all the fine print, and then I look up and I saw it and I was like, ah, that? And I like ran into my mom's room. I'm like screaming, she's in the bathroom. She gets out of the bathroom, I'm like, Mom, I got accepted to UC Irvine. And we're just screaming like those videos you see of people on Facebook where they're like hugging everybody and they're like, like that was me. I was a Facebook moment. It was so surreal because I just, yeah, that's just, woo. It was a lot of relief off my shoulders, but also just like completely insane. Like I got into my dream school and like I'm so happy, and it's, you know, all the hard work paying off, and like it's a really good school for theater, and I've had friends who've gone there and they've really enjoyed it, and it's 30 minutes away from Disneyland and 15 minutes away from an Apple store. So that's like all I'm saying. Like I've got everything I want in my life, my Apple products and my Disney. So I am transferring as a junior, which means that I have 2 years left, and then I will be getting my bachelor's degree in drama. They call it drama there. Some schools call it theater, some schools call it drama. UCI calls it drama. So I'll be getting my Bachelor of Arts, Associate in Arts? What? I think it's called Bachelor in Arts. I don't know. I'll be getting my BA in drama from UC Irvine, hopefully in 2 years, as long as everything goes according to plan, which is really exciting. Yeah, it's just kind of a lot. There's a lot of emojis going through my head, I'm not gonna lie. It's really freaking exciting, and it's also really scary because that means I'm leaving, you know, my hometown and like moving away, and there's so many other factors into this. Like I've also, like I'm doing school, whether it be in person or online, in the fall. I've been accepted to the Disney College program already, and I still haven't decided if I'm going and if I'm just gonna do online classes or if I'm just gonna go straight down to Irvine. And there's so many things like going on right now, like when it comes to what I'm going to do, but it's just really exciting that like things are continuing to move, and yeah, it's just, I'm really happy. So I am very happy to announce the fact that I am a college graduate. I was already a college graduate because of last year, but I am college graduated and done. I am a college graduate. Like, hold on, I have my degrees. So, okay, so I told you guys that I got so it says Associates in Arts, Theater Arts for Transfer, AAT something. So that's my college degree. And then, so that they give you one envelope, which is annoying because I have 4 degrees now and I need 2 more envelopes. So that's this one. And then I already got a certificate. So it's the Intersegmental General Education Transfer. So I got that. It's called the IGETC for UC. So it's just saying that like my classes are guaranteed to transfer, whatever. So I got this certificate. And then this is the one that when I went and talked to that counselor lady, she's like, drop those classes and, you know, petition for graduation. So that's this degree, which is my Associate in Arts, Theater Arts, Acting. So I can put that in here now. Oh, fits like a frickin' glove. Look at that. Wow. And then I'll be getting the 2 other degrees in the mail at the end of this year, probably. I'd say probably around September, I think, is when I got it last year, or August. And then I have to buy 2 more degree holder things, and that's that. So, and then in the fall, I'm going to UC Irvine, and I'm gonna be an anteater. I have the crappiest mascots. I'm a beaver at ARC, and I'm an anteater at UC Irvine. You know, at least I have to say, I had cool mascots in like middle school and high school. I was a Mustang in middle school, and then I was a cougar in high school. Like, no shade against anteaters, but you guys are kind of weird looking. I saw a baby, oh my god, I saw a picture of a baby anteater yesterday on Google. I was looking up like cute baby animals, you know, just like one does. And I saw a baby anteater, and I was like, that's an interesting. All the creatures on Earth are beautiful, but some are very more beautiful than others, and some are not as beautiful, but they're beautiful in one way, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I just don't want all the anteaters to come in the comment section and be like, listen, we're really beautiful, I don't like you attacking us. I'm inclusive here on my channel. But yeah, this is a little announcement thing, like the save the date type of deal, and this is very aesthetically pleasing to me. Like, I love almost all the fonts. This one, it's a good solid font. I love this. I just love the colors and the way like the graphic design works. So like these are obviously keepsakes. Got my grad cap. These things are also like, I don't know, I think my head actually, see, I got a big ol' head. can you not, please? I've got a big ol' head, so I think this actually kind of works good. I've got a big forehead too, but like this part here is just like not cute. And I realized that I think the trend for people who decorate their grad caps is they put bows back here to cover this ugly ruffle thing. But then, obviously I don't have that big of a head, because if I did, it would stretch out all the way. So I don't have as big of a head as I think, you know? And then yesterday, oh my gosh, my professor, who is very near and dear to my heart, and she's more than just a professor to me, but she brought me these flowers, which was so nice. So thank you, Tracy. They're beautiful. My grad gift from my mom was this camera that I'm recording on. I got it early, which is really exciting, but I got my 2 lenses. So I got the 50mm lens, and I got the 10-18, which I'm recording on now, which honestly, like, my arms are completely spread out, and I'm 6 feet tall, like, and I'm standing like that far away from the camera, you know? This is great. I love this. I'm loving all this. And then my Canon 80D, which has just been a freaking dream. I feel like there was another way, somewhere else I was gonna go with this video, but I just wanted to tell you guys that I graduated and I'm moving on to new things. And this is also kind of, you know, I always say this, like, I obviously want to make videos that entertain people and that are enjoyable for people, but they're also videos for me too, because it's things that I like to make, but also it's kind of like a diary for me, and it's something that maybe, you know, I think a lot of family vloggers definitely say this, and I think a lot of people say this in their videos too, is like, I can go back and look at this years from now, and my kids and my grandkids and my great-grandkids, hopefully the internet's still around by then, but they can go and like watch these things and like learn about me and my personality and like how I talk, or like just me talking about the experience that I went through to graduate. And it was, you know, a long, hard road, and I had, so my 2 final grades are not on my transcript yet, but I know I got an A in ASL 3, which is really exciting. And then my classic styles, which I'm 90% sure I'll get an A in, but I'm waiting on that grade to be done. I just wait for those grades to be put in, but as of right now, my GPA is a 3.48, but after like those classes get put in, it might be boosted higher than that. So hopefully, please, I want at least a 3.5. I'd be very, very happy with a 3.5. I don't think it's possible for me to get a 3.6 at this point, but I would be very, very happy to have a 3.5. And it's, you know, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of freaking hard work. But I think, you know, being able to walk across that stage, and the ceremony is like not that exciting. And, you know, people say some nice words at the beginning, and then you walk across the stage and you wait for everybody's name to be said. And in the meantime, you're just sitting there taking selfies on your phone, and then you head out, and it's like, obviously it's a really important experience, and I'm a type of person who's really sentimental and things like that, and I, you know, want to walk. There's people who graduated who didn't want to walk, and that, you know, I mean, that's fine, that's totally fine, but I want to be able to celebrate those achievements because I spent a lot of tears and years and time and effort into my years at ARC, and I am not ashamed that it took me as long as it did, because along the way I did so much and I'm accomplishing a lot. You know, I got a degree for almost every year that I've been here. Like, I feel like that says something. I feel like that's something to be proud of. So I did not have the traditional route, and I don't think anybody has the traditional route when it comes to graduating from college, but I am happy with how my journey went, and I'm proud of it, and I'm very excited to move on to UC Irvine and then whatever happens next from there. But yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope this was entertaining in some way, or you learned something from my experiences as a college student. If you have any questions for me, of course, leave them in the comment section down below, or you can tweet at me at Annelies Feldman. I took some pictures of myself at graduation last night. I did not get as many selfies as I would have liked. You know, that's one thing that if I learned anything from this graduation experience. Take more selfies. You never know. You want to give yourself options for profile pictures in the future. Also, like, take a full body shot. I think that's what I've learned over this past year, is like, don't be afraid to ask somebody, be like, hey, can you take a picture of me, like my entire outfit? Because I have pictures of other people, but sometimes you just want a solo shot. I don't know, I'm going on another tangent. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you to all my subscribers and people who watch my videos and everything like that for supporting me through these past 5 years that I've been in college, because the majority of all this time that I've been very active on YouTube was pretty much the past 5 years. I posted a few videos in high school, but I got really active on YouTube in college. And so for people who've been there from the beginning or people who have just joined recently, thank you for being there and supporting me through my journey through my schooling, because it's something that does impact my YouTube channel and I like to talk about it. YouTube is somewhere where I go to where I know I have, I don't know, it's like I know I have people on my side, and it's really nice to know, especially when college gets really difficult. And it's just been, yeah, I can go on. I can go on, but thank you for supporting me. And you know, maybe when school got tough and I wasn't posting videos for a minute, you still stuck around and you still watched my videos and commented and saying, hey, where are you? And then when I came back and said, hey, sorry, I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks, like now, you know, finals or school, and everybody was like, okay, cool, I'm glad to see your new video. I'm so excited to see your new video. Like, that always means a lot to me. It gives me a lot of purpose. And then of course, Mom, if you're watching this, thank you so much for all that you do for me. I would not have the opportunity to be wearing this cap with this tassel and have those degrees and obviously this whole room if it wasn't for you always supporting me with everything that I do. And you're somebody who comes to my aid and my support in everything, whether it be school and hey, I forgot to print this out, can you print it out for me? Or can you email me this? Or, you know, those last minute things of me racing into the house, you already have something ready for me that I forgot before I have a test and you hand it to me out the door and I race off. Or coming to all my shows, or being there at graduation. Thank you, Mom, for everything. None of this would be possible without you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are not following me on any social media, the links for that will all be in the description as always. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. I make new videos every week. I've got a podcast, check that out. My Patreon, check that out. Otherwise, that is it. Signing off as a new college graduate. Thank you so much for watching. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!